Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So, in my last video, I showed my newest project, or not my newest, my next project that I'm going to be working on. And I thought it would be kind of fun to just jump on really quick, just a couple minutes, and show you how I'm going to organize the pages into the journal. Just kind of like my thought process and how I do things. Now, prior, I used to have everything match exactly, meaning like, so these are all the pages, you know, that are going into the journal. And so I used to count the spaces between. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Then with that knowledge, I used to cut 6 pages of one, 6 pages of another, 6 pages of another, etc., etc. And then I would line them up, and in the same order, I would put the pages in. So it'd be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, then again. And it would always be uniform. But then I thought, you know, junk journals aren't really supposed to be uniform. They're supposed to be kind of, you know, random. So as you can see, I don't know how many pages I have here. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 of these pages. Here I have 5 of those, 3 of those, 2, 3, 5 of those, and 4 of those. So I'm going to do my best to kind of randomly put everything together. So the only thing I have organized are these pages. These are the order that I want them to go into. So I'm going to always pull from the top here. So here we have 1. And then also what I like to do is, well, I'll show you when I get there. But I'm going to kind of try to change it up just a little, you know, just to see maybe, I don't know. And you know, it's not written in stone. Once I get everything together, if I really don't like the way it looks, I can always go back and rearrange the pages. But, you know, I'm going to try this for now and just see how I like it. Because it is so random that I kind of, I get a little confused, as you can see me like trying to take out different papers, but I'm going to do my best to sort of make everything even-ish. Let me see how, let's just do another one. I'm trying to see what I'm having left. That way I don't use too much of one thing and then not have enough for kind of everything else. But I think so far this is going really well. I think. Okay, so these are all the last pages going in now, but as you can see, I want to put this page, oh, I have 2 pages. Oh, well, you know what? Let's just see if I can kind of put it in somewhere else, possibly. Actually, here, one could go here. And I think one is going to go right here. All right, so now that I've pretty much organized where I want the pages to be set up as, you put them all in. You notice that, and I'm sorry if it was shaking the table when I did that, you will notice that, oh, well, hold on. Let's get it lined up back. See how all the edges here are all not like, some are sticking out further than others. There's 2 ways of doing this. And I'll tell you both ways that I do, and I'm sure a lot of people have other ways of doing it, but the most common way I usually do them is I look and I see where I kind of want everything to line up as. So I want everything to match this. See, because from here, these are, well, not that you can see, but from here, they're pretty much lined up. And then going forward, all this stuff needs to be cut off, really. So what I would do is I would take out what I know is cut right, and then I'll take 2 or 3 pages at a time and just cut off a little, put it back in, and then see how that goes. That's the way we're going to do it today. The other way that I do it every once in a while, and it really depends on the size of the journal I'm doing. This is a very thick journal, but if I was doing one that didn't have so many pages and this wasn't so thick, what I would do is get out my cutting mat, I'll get out my ruler and my I think they're called rotary blades, I'm not really sure, this thing, and I would just cut down each layer. It's a little bit, for me personally, it's a little difficult using this, cutting it down, unless it's a really thin journal, because I feel like it doesn't always, I'll miss some, or it'll be a little rough on some. So if it's a thick journal, I'll do where I take out a few pages at a time and cut them down. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Let me just put my glasses away just for a moment. All right, I get my trimmer here. Okay, so, and hopefully, I am. Okay, so I'm going to take, these are the pages already. I'm just going to put them right next to here because those are the ones that are okay. Then I'm going to take 3 pages, and it doesn't matter, just, no, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit less. Take this many. Everybody's trimmer is different, and I mean, you know your trimmer, so you know how much it can cut at a time. And I'm just going to cut just a little bit just to see how that looks. So see, we just took off the very, very edge of that. Let's throw that away. And I'm just going to put it back in the book. And yeah, so that is good. All right, so let's take the next few sheets. Let's do like this many. And let's see how that is. So let's go maybe a little bit more. All right, let's try this. All right. There's one that got a little sticky there. That's okay though. I'm going to put it back in and see perfectly. So, oh, you know what? It is sticking. You see, it does stick out just a little bit, this one here. So I might, you know, once you get to the end and you finish trimming all your pages, sometimes I'll go back and just look to see if there's any of the pages that may just need a little hair off of them. All right, so let's do another little section here. Okay. Okay. Nope, see how it is sticking out a little too much right here? Let's do it a little bit more. And I mean, it is, you know, kind of a time-consuming process. And if you don't mind if your pages aren't even, that's completely fine too. I just rather have them a little bit more uniform than so staggered, because it kind of looks like it's staggered a little bit. But also too, you can always add laces. You know how in a lot of my journals I'll add laces to the pages? Realistically, if you add lace, you're not really going to see that your pages aren't completely even. Okay, it's getting closer, but I think I'm going to have to do one more pass when I completely finish cutting everything down. So I may put lace on the edge of these pages. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that. It kind of like, as I'm doing the journal, things unfold too a lot. Sometimes I'll plan for certain things, and then all of a sudden, as I'm working on it, you know, things change. I get different ideas, you know, stuff like that. So you might plan out a journal a certain way, but then come to find out as you're working on it, you think, you know, this way might work a little bit better. But it's all part of the journaling process. Nothing is written in stone. You can change it anytime you want. And I definitely do that. I usually go in with a plan, like how I kind of want it, and then try to stick to it. But, you know, like I'm saying, it doesn't always mean that you will stick to it. Because sometimes you get better ideas as you're going in and as the journal's coming together. All right, so see here, it's still uneven. I don't know why I cut crooked like that. So I'm still going to have to, let's see, maybe right here. I'm going to still have to take off some sheets. And I might have to do this, you know, more and more until I get exactly what I want. There's no real science to it, really. You just keep going until you have the outcome that you like. Okay, let's see how this is. All right, so I'm thinking actually, and see, I don't know if you can see it, it's pretty even. And I'm actually okay with that. Because before, remember, we had a lot of stuff sticking out. I'm definitely okay with that because I think I'm going to add some fabric tabs. And when you do add the tabs, it does, you know, if there's some little bits that are sticking out a little further than others, it does help. But I think my cuts are pretty clean. I don't know if you can see that. So I think that'll be okay. So I hope this little video kind of helped you see the process that I do when I'm getting my journal pages together and everything. I am going to start now. I don't know if you can see my mess up here, but I did cut out all the ephemera that I showed yesterday, and I did do a lot of fussy cutting. Yeah, so here's all my little pile of stuff that I fussy cut. Like I said, I'm not the best. I do my best, but sometimes it's just, I don't know, my big hands don't want to always cut little tiny corners and stuff. But when I ink them and stuff, it doesn't look too bad. I thought I was going to have a little problem with the mittens. The mittens were actually a lot easier than I thought. The one that I had the most difficult with was the sled. And I ended up cutting out just one because, I don't know, I don't want to do a bad job. So I have the other sled here, and maybe tomorrow or later on I'll cut it out too. But for now, I definitely have the one. So that's everything. Oh, and I did the envelopes. I glued them and everything like that. So the envelopes, the 2 envelopes are finished. So I can set those aside and find something to put inside that. And then sort of organize everything together. You know, I do love my flip pockets, so I'll make a bunch of flip pockets. And I'll probably turn the camera back on when I'm doing that, just so you can see how I do it. So that is everything for now. As always, I do thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel, or at least hit the like button, and come along with this fun journey of mine. So I hope the lighting wasn't too bad. I hope it was a good amount of time. And as always, I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.